Good morning, guys, and happy Wednesday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. It is 11:15 right now. I woke up this morning at like 7:30-ish, and so I'm super excited, guys, that I was up early today. But the problem is that like last week and like every once in a while, like I'll have that one morning when I get up early, and then I'm like, yes, I'll keep getting up early every single day, and then it doesn't actually end up happening. But I actually did go to bed a little bit earlier last night. I think I fell asleep like right around 1 o'clock, which is better because like the other night I didn't fall asleep until like around after 2 o'clock. So I guess that's good. But yeah, anyways though, guys, I did a load of laundry this morning. I did a load of dishes this morning. I also ended up, what else did I do? I got up, got dressed, got ready, took the dogs out, fed them, got dinner ready, which I just threw in the crock pot. Tonight for dinner is pork chops and potatoes with it's cream of chicken and ranch seasoning packets, and like that's literally all it is. And I think like milk, and then you put it because maybe it's milk or it's water or something like that, just to mix it in so that you stir it with the cream of chicken. And I don't know the exact measurements or anything like that, but it's a freezer dinner, and I made it before to like a non-freezer dinner. Literally, you just take like a pack of pork chops and cream of chicken soup and ranch packet and you put it in there. But the recipe I found for the freezer dinner actually had them include potatoes as well, which I think is awesome. And I honestly, guys, here's the thing I've noticed with potatoes and putting them in the freezer. Lots of people say like, oh, when you put potatoes in the freezer and then you try and cook them afterwards, they turn like black or like brown and stuff like that. And it's because like the way they freeze. But I've noticed if you freeze them and they're covered in like some type of sauce or juice or whatever, I haven't had that problem. And when you cook them, you have to make sure that they're completely covered too, because like these ones on one side, they weren't completely covered. Like a couple of them were like on the side and like out of the mixture, and they kind of look like they're starting to turn brown. But yesterday too, I made the chicken pot pie, and I made sure that it was completely submerged in like the liquid, and I didn't have a problem. So little tip, if you guys do like freezer dinners or anything like that, if you guys do potatoes, make sure that when you cook them, and also try to make sure when you freeze them as well, if you can, submerge them in whatever liquid or sauce or whatever. But that's what I've noticed, because there was one recipe I ended up doing where it didn't have any sauce or anything like that. So when it cooked, it just cooked like plain in the crock pot, and they turned like a weird browny color. And so I've never had that problem if they haven't been frozen already, but if you do, that's just my little tip for you guys. At least that's what I've noticed works. But anyways, I put that in the crock pot, and then we took the puppies outside to try and help them get into a routine of going out in the morning and peeing and pooping and stuff like that. And Charlie was the only one who peed outside. And then they came in and they got their breakfast. So it took me a little bit longer this morning, only because we were catering to them in the backyard. But my morning routine normally takes me about an hour. It took me maybe about an hour and a half or so this morning. So it wasn't until like closer to 9 o'clock that I actually like had my breakfast and my coffee and stuff like that. And then normally I'll watch YouTube or Netflix or something like that. Normally I try and keep it at an hour, but I was taking a really long time to have my coffee this morning, and so I was delaying the fact that I actually had to get out of bed. And I was drinking my coffee for like 2 hours today. So yeah, anyways though, now it is just about 11 o'clock, and I'm going to real quick wipe down the table, and then I am going to make the hamburger patties I need to do, and then I also need to make the other freezer dinners that I got the meat for, and I need to make sure that gets made like very, very quickly within the next like day or two, so I'm going to do it today. And then I need to clean out the fridge, guys, because our fridge is honestly, I consider it to be a decent sized refrigerator. Like, I think it can store a lot of stuff in here. The problem is that like leftovers wise and fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, you guys know I'm a vegetarian. I have a produce obsession, okay? I buy way too much produce. And the problem is when there's so much produce, I can't find anything that's even in there. So honestly guys, I think we need, I don't want to say a second refrigerator, but I think we need like a mini fridge or something like that, because like on top of that too, in here we also have got like orange juice, and I also bought like I think it's Minute Maid or Dole juices and stuff like that. And so like that alone takes up a lot of space that could be used for other stuff. So it's like we need like a mini fridge where we can keep like our drinks, or like even like other condiments and stuff like that, or whatever that we don't use on a regular basis, because some of the stuff is just like taking up space, like it's just too big and it's taking up space on the shelf. Like for the most part we can keep most of it on the door, but there's a lot of space in the fridge that's being used by like mayonnaise and Miracle Whip, or you know, like that kind of stuff, cream cheese and stuff like that. And you guys know I like to stock up when it's a good sale, but there's just no room, and it frustrates me so much because I hate having to pay retail price for stuff. You know, I'd rather buy when it's on sale and get a couple of them, you know, within, you know, to make sure I use them up by the expiration date. The problem is that we have nowhere to put the stuff, and then I end up losing it in the back of the fridge and I end up buying it anyway. So it's a very bad, you know, like bad circle to be in, you know, and it's not working out. But then too, like I will cut up like oranges and stuff like that and put it in the fridge, or I'll cut up, you know, pineapple, or, you know, cantaloupe and stuff like that, and I like to leave it in the fridge for like the week and have it, you know, for like as a side dish, or like fruits and vegetables just to snack on and stuff like that. And it's impossible to do that. Like it does make more room kind of in the refrigerator. Like if you have bell peppers and you cut them up and then put them in Tupperware, you know, you're condensing space a little bit, and then it's also easier because you can stack things on top of the Tupperware, whereas you really can't stack things on top of the, you know, bell peppers or whatever. And so, you know, it's just like it does kind of reduce space, but at the same time too, then all of a sudden we have all this Tupperware in the fridge. So yeah guys, we need like a mini fridge or something. But that's my goal, is to try and not clean out the fridge, but just I need to find some way to get it organized. And then on top of that too, we always buy like not an extra gallon of milk, but normally we only go through 1 gallon of milk a week. Normally we don't end up opening the gallon of milk that we bought like that weekend until like mid to end of the week, so it sits in the fridge. There's 2 gallons, you know, the almost empty one and then the unemptied one, you know, the brand new one that's in the fridge. So that's a whole gallon of milk, a whole gallon of orange juice, you know, other drinks and stuff like that. It's like, oh my gosh, we need space, and there just is no space. So and then on top of that too, like my dad likes and I kind of like almond milk. Like my dad likes the chocolate almond milk, and I like almond milk like if I'm making smoothies and stuff like that. But you know, keeping 2 extra, you know, there's 2 extra cartons of of almond milk in the fridge too, so it takes up even more space. So yeah guys, there's no room in there. So the first thing though is to get the meat out of there, and that is what I'm going to do, and make the freezer dinner. So there's lots of stuff I gotta make today. I also want to make the strawberry shortcake too that I tried to make a couple weeks ago and ended up flopping it on the floor, and it splattered all over the place before I baked it. So we're going to try that again and make sure it doesn't end up on the floor this time. So the first thing I got done are the breakfast parfaits. I made 4 of these, which I should really do 5 because they're kind of like almost exploding because there's too much yogurt. I still have 1 more jar of like this size, so I could probably make 5 of these at a time. But they're just, I used the organic yogurt from Aldi, and then I had blueberries and cut up some strawberries and threw them in with the yogurt, and then do a little bit of granola for the top part, and then these just twist off and you can take one and go. That is the first food I guess I got done for today. 2 done are the weeknight pot roast and veggies, which is actually, last time I made it kind of turned into like a beef stew, and with these I did potatoes in here, and I made this maybe 2 weeks ago. It actually turned out like perfectly, and because of the juices that are in like the pot roast, the juices actually like absorb the, you know, cover the potatoes so that they cook in the crock pot, you know, with a like sauce kind of, and then I end up adding a gravy packet because it's actually a lot of juices, and you can add a gravy packet. It thickens it up. It's so perfect. It's actually like super easy. It's just garlic powder, basil, onion, bag of baby carrots, about a pound of potatoes. I used about 2 pounds pot roast, and then what else was in it? Onion, garlic powder, basil, and then I just add a gravy packet like a couple minutes before it's done cooking, so the gravy thickens up and it turns into like a really nice, what's it called? It turns into a really nice like beef stew. Last time, I don't remember if I cut up the meat or not, but it kind of teared up or whatever perfectly fine, so it was like beef stew. So I got 2 of those done. Last to go out in the freezer are cheddar ranch burgers. I made 2 bags, and each has 9 in it, so I made 18 in total. I used about 3 pounds of ground chuck and about a pound of ground turkey, and then used cheddar, 2 cups of cheddar cheese. I did use 2 eggs only because I have a problem a lot of times with homemade burgers falling apart, so I ended up adding an extra 2 eggs and then 2 packages of ranch dressing, and I think that's pretty much it. So these are going to go out in the freezer. Guys, I also chopped up a salad that's got romaine, cucumber, and tomato in here, and I also cut up a bunch of cucumbers too, just to snack on and stuff like that. And now I'm going to actually take a lunch break. For lunch, I am having some leftover quinoa chickpea lemon salad, which tastes delicious even cold too, guys. And since I've got this newfound sweet tooth, I also got some Reese's Pieces too. I didn't end up making the strawberry shortcake tonight actually because me and my mom ran to the dollar store, and I'll show you guys what I got maybe tomorrow, because I don't need to use it today. I'll show you guys. But so I wasn't able to get a chance to do that, and on top of that too, I got like a really weird, I don't know if I like ended up, what is going on? Why is everybody driving so slow on our street? Anyways, guys, I ended up, I don't know if I had like high blood sugar or something like that, but I just felt like really tired. Well, okay, because I ate an entire bag, not a big bag, but like a personal size or like a sharing size of the like peanut M&Ms, and then on top of that too, you guys saw I had the Reese's Pieces earlier too. I think I had way too much sugar, honestly, guys. So I just was not feeling good. Like I think I just had too much sugar. And so I was like really like, all of a sudden I was like almost falling asleep, like just sitting here, which I think might have been too because I was, got up early and went to bed a little bit later last night. But then I was like, okay, I'm gonna, go take Bliss outside, and I took her outside for a little bit until my dad got back from therapy, and then ran to the dollar store. So that's why I just didn't get a chance to. But guys, look at outside. It's crazy dark outside right now. It's like really spooky, scary. Dad, can you flip lights for time? Thank you kindly. Okay, thank you guys. It was a little delayed. It's so dark out, guys. We're watching the Cubs game right now, and I did upload 2 vlogs this morning, and I'm editing right now, but it's so dark out. It's like spooky, scary dark out. Look at that over there. Oh, I don't know how well it's actually picking it up on the camera. And on top of that too, guys, Blizz gets up here and gets her nose all over the windows. But yeah, guys, isn't it scary outside? It's like really dark, like scary dark kind of. But I didn't even know it was supposed to like thunderstorm or anything. So yeah, anyways though, I didn't publish the 2 vlogs, so I'm going to do that real quick and then try and edit some right now because it's the top of the 5th. So I might only get to 1 or 2 vlogs tonight. Cubs just barely won 5-4, and I was able to get 2 vlogs edited, which is great because I wasn't thinking I was going to even be able to get to finish the second one, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll get to the first one, but I was able to get to both, which was at least what I wanted to do. Now I'm going to real quick take a shower and head to bed, but yeah, the puppies are sleeping right now, and Blissy is still a little concerned about them. I'm not totally sure. We don't really know what she thinks about them yet. Like, I think she's scared of them, and like she has anxiety around them. Like she gets freaked out like really easily. So I don't know. We're gonna have to like try and work with her, because like when we took her out for like a walk, she was totally fine with them. But like it's like when she's in the house, she gets freaked out because she can be like cornered and stuff. She doesn't want to be cornered. So yeah, but like when they're in their cage, like she's pretty chill, and like, but if they like jump up on the cage, then she gets all freaked out and like backs up and stuff like that. And so anyways, though, yeah guys, successful day today, but I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.